Servus from the Pain Cave and welcome back to Zwift Unlocked for Stage 2 on Makuri Islands. The route is electric break, 18 kilometers with 200 meters of climbing. We are racing in the advanced pan on Monday at 6 p.m. Central European time, which is traditionally the fastest and strongest pan of the week. Let's take a look at the start list, and as you can see, there are some really big guns in there like Chase Smith, Jan Iffert, or Jonas Saba. They will make this a hard race, there's no doubt about that. I'm ranked 17th, just ahead of my Swedish Zwift mate Teddy. Let's see if we can hold on to these top-tier Zwift riders today. We are off, and as you can see, the profile of this race is not too hard. The first 10 kilometers are more or less flat with no big challenge. Then we approach the Cavern climb with 2.2 kilometers at 3% average gradient. And after that, we have another few flat kilometers before we tackle the final 2 kilometers, which will be uphill. And you can see the first 1.4 kilometers were pretty solid so far. Now you see the first accelerations at the front. But as you can also see, Jan Iffert is just around me. So I'm not really concerned at that point that this will kind of explode into pieces at this early point of the race, because it's still a way to go and the group is so big. So it will be hard to break away successfully against such a strong group here at the front. All right, first 4 kilometers are in and we approach the downhill. So far, so good. We are at 4 watts per kg average. So I'm pretty, I won't say comfortable, but it's pretty all right for me to pace. I was definitely expecting some more attacks at the early beginning, but everything's fine so far. And we approach this first little false flat uphill section here where I go out of the saddle and accelerate a bit here. To stay with the front, because that will be important. We are approaching the Cavern climb in around 2 or 3 kilometers. And it will be important to enter this climb at the front of the race, because else your race will be over if you're kind of at the back of the group before it even starts. So 1 more kilometer to go, and we are still in a good position. I'm fighting here at around 4 to 5, 6 watts per kg to stay there at the front. This costs a bit of energy, but I always find it a lot more easier, especially at these race important moments, to stay there at the front, to kind of always react to these attacks a bit faster. You can see there's also Luke Walton from Rough Draft Cycling, and also Søren, another teammate of mine. So a few familiar names here again, which is always fun to race with some friends here. All right, 10 kilometers are in and we are here in the Cavern climb, and I think I kind of activated my power up a bit too early. I should have waited. I wasn't sure if there will be like some more steep parts coming, which we will approach here at this moment. You can see the pace is pretty high, around 6 watts per kg, but I'm staying here with the front, feeling very comfortable. Heart rate is at 183 beats per minute, so still got some room to go a bit harder. And I'm pretty confident that I can stay with this group, because we can see it here on the top center. It's just around 700 meters to go, and then we're already on the top of the climb. And this looks pretty violent, that as well. But also like pretty well here, because I'm here in top 5 positions here with the front. I decide like I don't really need to close down these gaps. I will not go for top 5, because there's some actually really strong guys in here that will definitely be able to beat me. You could also see there is some Spanish really big hitters in here, in the likes of ARMM, Cesar Pereira, and also David Sierra. We know these guys from his tour and other competitive racing series. So really cool to share the roads with these strong guys here. All right, 6 kilometers to go, and we are back in Makuri Islands main city, or however you call it. And you can see some more attacks at the front after some bit more steady pace here. After the climb. But we are approaching the final 5 kilometers, and this is where everyone who is really strong on these like 20 minutes efforts will want to make this hard, so the sprinters don't have enough energy to put in their best sprint at the end. And I mean, I was aware of that. Like I knew like this will be a very hard finish, because from 2 kilometers to go, it will be uphill, and the strong guys will just push like all the way up to the finish line. All right, we take this turn and then we approach another kicker here. It will be important. I'm in a good position here in 5th place, around a bit further back, 6th place, 7th place, trying to take this here with 7 watts per kg to stay at the front. You see there's some guys, Cesar Pereira, I think is trying something here. He's trying to put a gap into the group, but he's not able to. So everything stays together. I'm here in a good position, 2.6 kilometers to go at this point. And we are almost there at the finish. My heart rate is already at 180 beats per minute. So I'm focused. I'm I'm ready to suffer. All right, let's go. We are in this final uphill finish. And let's see what we can do. The group is still pretty big here. Around 40 riders are still here with us. So yeah, really, really strong group. The pace is at 4.3 watts per kg average. And now you can see we are going really, really hard. 7 watts per kg. Cesar Pereira is again trying something. Also here, Shaprov. He's a really, really light guy, I think, is trying to put in a huge, huge attack. 8 watts per kg. Trying to go really, really long here. AMM is trying to close down the gap. I'm still here in the top 10. So really, really good. Shaprov, AM, there's a real having a good chase here at this point. I'm trying to stay here in their wheel, still fighting for top 10 position. Really, really happy with that. 700 meters to go. Can I stay there with the front group? But now I can start to feel like I'm fading here, using my featherweight to gain anything I can here. Still pushing 8 watts per kg, heart rate at 190 beats per minute. 500 meters to go. But it's getting harder and harder. I'm suffering really, really big time here. 400 meters to go. This will be hard to put in the sprint because it's like a sprint for 2 kilometers almost, and the gap is opening up. I'm trying to close down the gap here. 6 watts per kg, 7 watts per kg, trying to stay with the front guys. Just 300 meters to go, and I can really, really see the front guys here, but it's getting harder and harder. I'm suffering really, really big time. And Sören is just behind me. David Serra is behind me. Cesar Pereira. So really, really big names just behind me. And final 130 meters, I'm trying everything. There's no sprint left in my legs. Just trying to push as hard as I can. And this, as it seems, I can keep my 15th position, which is a great, great, great result for me. And that's true. Yeah, I made it 15th position. Really, really good effort for me. 4.5 watts per kg average, pushing 6.5 watts per kg for 2 minutes. 5.6 watts per kg for 5 minutes and 4.6 watts per kg for 20 minutes. So really, really strong effort. Just 5 seconds off the winner, Thibaut Boulanger, so French guy. And as you can see also here in the effort, there was not a lot happening, just these like 2 really big efforts up the Pain Cavern climb and the uphill finish, which was of course like really, really hard, super long effort here at this point. New watts per kg PP for me for 15 minutes with 4.9 watts per kg. So really strong. Also these other numbers super close to like from 2 minutes to 25 or 20 minutes, really close to my PBs. So, and this, as I told you, was the fastest race of the week, 15th position here. In the GC, I moved up to 34th position, but there will still be some fast guys, so I will definitely lose some positions until the very end of the week. And in Austrian GC, I'm sitting in 2nd position. Also here, there's like some bigger names still missing for stage 2, so I will also lose some positions, but I will definitely be able to move up some positions from this very fast race. And yeah, it was really tough as I expected. I expected it to be harder in also the beginning, but still it was a super, super hard final. And I'm happy that I could manage to almost stay with the front group. There was still just a bit missing there at the very end, but still 15th place out of like 71 guys. That's really strong and really happy with that. If you enjoyed the punchy finish, don't forget to like, drop a comment and subscribe to stay in the loop for the rest of the series. How did your stage 2 go? Did you sweat the Pain Cavern climb? See you in the next one. Cheers and ride on.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the